back. Another Snuff review. I hope this is one I haven't done already. Looks a little bit choppy. You can see all my junk in the background there. This is Mullins Pompadour. Opa. And my alarm is going off now. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's super annoying. Okay, so let's get this one open. I think this one I haven't tried yet. I think it's a new one. Pompadour. Pompadour. Oh. Nope, this one's already been opened as well. But it doesn't look like so much has been taken out of the tin. Why is it so jumpy in the camera here? Hope this is coming out okay on the... Now this one has a bit of a... It's like the potpourri. Kind of a cinnamony, apple pie, apple cider spiced smell. Maybe there's some cloves in there. It's actually very pleasant. Let's see if I can get a tissue so I can show you what it looks like. Jumpiest. Then there's that sourness of the face tobacco. I don't know if that. So this seems a bit lighter than what the other Mullins look like, but it's also very coarse, pretty dry. I'm not going to be able to get from this when I pull it out there. This one, that's probably just going in the garbage. So let's see if I can get some out. I have lately been into doing on boxcars. I know that Mullins makes spices, so this is kind of like reminds me of you would want to maybe put salt or pepper in this and pour it in food. But let's try some of this in those. It's peppery, cinnamony. Smell of that. Yep, I get cinnamon, maybe some nutmeg in there. Maybe a hint of ginger. But it's like if you've ever had spiced apple cider. Very much reminds me of that. Very similar to the, what do you call it, the potpourri. But there is a base tobacco. What is, I think, giving it that peppery. There's also like a black pepper sort of smell. Could be the ginger. No, very peppery. There's that faint hit of the sourness of the fermented tobacco. I'm not getting such a large tobacco hit from this. But let's try again. Out of all the Mullins that I've had so far, this is probably this and the chocolate mint. Yeah, there's that pepper smell to it too. Are probably my favorites. So if you're interested in I have Makuba and Nimburger Tabik. If you're interested in a trade, something, let me know. In the meantime, I could be getting some nicotine, but I've also, if you didn't know, today was also a fast day for us. So if you've seen my other videos after fasts, I usually have something to drink, so I think that gives me a bit of a been dulled, numbed down to the feeling of the nicotine. Yeah, there's the pepper, cinnamon, some kind of other spice, maybe either cloves or not all, what did I say, allspice before? And then there's the pepper and the sourness of the base tobacco. Not getting any back drip. I'm assuming in about another 10 minutes I will get some back drip from this. And it still has the same issues that I have with all of the Mullins, is that it's a very coarse grind, which for me kind of blocks me up. But this one is not as coarse, I would say, as the other Mullins, which doesn't really say so much because they're very super coarse. Don't know how thin you can, what's English? How fine you can get it with a windmill. This one is one that I'm actually very happy with. This is something that I could see putting in my nose for a while, walking around with this. Has a very nice smell. The sourness of the fermentation of the base tobacco can be a bit off-putting. I'm looking down. I have another monitor down here, so this one's kind of angled down, and then the other one down there gives me a bit so I can see what's going on. So you really don't care about that. You care about putting ground tobacco up your nose. So if you have your chance to get your hands on this, I would say it's worth trying. And now I'm starting to get that back drip that I expected. We're going at about 6 minutes. 6 minutes now. Which kind of for me is a bit. It's the back drip for these, because it's so fine, so coarse. Sorry, it kind of blocks me up and really itches in my sinuses. That's what I find very unpleasant with the Mullen Snuffs. So that is one of the things that will stop me from reaching for this when I have other things around. Even though that this is something, it's very different than something that you'll get from the English Snuffs. I mean, even what I would say probably the closest thing to this would be Tok's pumpkin pie regarding smell, but it's completely different. This is like, my intention isn't to badmouth Tok, but Tok's is almost a much more processed, for lack of a better word, a fast food type smell, and this is more of a homemade type smell. So if you get your chance to try some of this, I recommend it, except for the back drip, which is very much itching me. So let me know what you think in the comments. Sorry about not getting any reviews up in a while. And long story, I'm not going to get into it. And also, I'm pretty much out of new snuffs. I keep saying that I need to make another order, and I never get around to it. So here, this is Pompadour from Mullins, and this Tabak's product can, okay, something about it's not healthy, and not sure what language it is. Very close to German, which is close to Yiddish. Okay, now it's starting to burn me and may itch me. I'm probably going to have to get something else in there, or maybe some OSP to clean it out. Call tooth.